Rocks, rocks, rocks. Petra collected them wherever she went. Beaches, hillsides, barrens, cliffs, even from the gravel at the side of the road. In her bedroom, rocks sat on every surface. On the windowsill, the dresser, the bedside table, in boxes, in jars, in the drawers of her dresser, among the socks and underwear, under the bed, in an old suitcase. They spilled over into the rest of the house. You might be surprised by a piece of quartz next to the butter in the fridge, or a lump of peridotite between the cushions of the sofa. There was sandstone in the hall and lava in the bathroom. It was, Petra thought to herself, a lavatory, after all. Her mother said, look, choose a few favorites and put the rest back where they came from. Her father said, you must be searching for the Philosopher's Stone. Are you? Isn't that from a Harry Potter book? Petra replied. Oh, it's much older than that. Back in the olden days, people who were called alchemists thought it was a magic stone that could turn other rocks into gold. Where do I go now? Asked Petra. Well, nowadays, people who are crazy about rocks sometimes think there must be one special rock that speaks to them. Rocks don't talk, said Petra, who felt she was too old for talking rocks, magic animals, and other fairy tale stuff. No, not usually, her father replied. I guess they sort of mean speaking silently, without words. Anyway, here's the thing. If you could decide which of your rocks was as special as the Philosopher's Stone, then it could represent all the others who could return to their native lands, or maybe Pippi Park, instead of cluttering up the house. Petra thought about this. She happened to be holding her favorite piece of quartz in her hand. Whenever she held this rock, she remembered the path up to the ridge, with a stripe of white quartz that ran through it, like the stripe Aunt Gloria had put in her hair. Petra picked it up one day when the wind was so strong it seemed like it wanted to blow her off the ridge into Conception Bay. You could see how the molten quartz had forced its way up through the cracks of the siltstone, and it crystallized into a white stripe that stood up like a spine as the softer siltstone eroded away. But when she put the quartz back on the windowsill and picked up the small piece of peridotite with its beautiful snakeskin surface, it seemed special. All my rocks are Philosopher's Stone, she said. Besides, some of them are minerals. Said her father, which is what he always said when he couldn't think of an answer, but he didn't want to agree with you either. It's just because there are so many of them, rocks and minerals, they're taking over the house. Yesterday, I almost swallowed a pebble instead of my multivitamin because it was sitting on the same shelf. A sandstone pebble, Petra thought to herself, because she didn't want to interrupt. And your mother found a stone in her running shoe when she went to the gym. Oh, exclaimed Petra, that's where my specimen of Cuckold's formation from Montgomery got to. When I went on collecting on Signal Hill, I hope she didn't throw it out. You'll have to ask her. In the meantime, I want you to think seriously about choosing one of your own to be a Philosopher's Stone. He paused and he saw the frown on Petra's face. Okay, 3. They're acting like they owned the place. Petra gave her father a sly, sideways look. Well, what did you expect when you named your child Petra? What are you talking about? Her father said. Petra means like a pet. A child is gentle and cuddly, like a puppy or a kitten. A pet who always does what her mistress or master asks. Wrong, Petra exclaimed. Petra means rock. You and Mom should have checked the dictionary before you named your baby. Really? You wouldn't like to change your name, would you? How about Prudence? Petra means gentle in Italian. I wonder if there are names in other languages that means keep a tidy bedroom or never shout at her father. Too late now, Petra said happily. Looks like you're stuck with Petra the rock star.